Hey everyone, Spicy Gecko coming at you with another spicy team. Today I have created a triple debuff team designed to use the new reduced switch timer in Go Battle League. The idea is simple: spam as many high-powered debuff moves as possible and switch out when possible as well, which is not that challenging. However, there are some flaws, such as here. Braviary trapped against a Politoed with Weather Ball, which still does a lot of damage because Braviary is very frail, but he does a lot. So I think what's happening here, it's been a bit since I've actually done this one particular set, is that I expected the Superior to use Aerial Ace to try to bait, and I think he expected it to be safe against my Raichu because usually Raichu do not run Psychic, at least not the Alolan ones. I don't make it to a second Psychic, so I decide I'm just going to sacrifice my Raichu here. He gets knocked out, farmed out with Braviary, hope to get off a Rock Slide or Close Combat against whatever comes out next. I mean, in hindsight here, I definitely could have probably not shielded because it probably would have been a Grass Knot from this Cress, but I do shield, and that's probably not a good idea because I have Hitmonchan in the back. That's gonna sting. So yeah, just a simple Rock Slide, just throwing those out there at the Cress, in hopes that I could take it out. I think my plan here was to sack swap with Hitmonchan, or at least have it take the hit and have Braviary finish off whatever's in the back there. Didn't work out very well. Hitmonchan never even got off a... wait, did it? It didn't get off a second charge move. That was a bummer. So I think Braviary does make it to a Rock Slide here. Gonna have to shield that no matter what, which is kind of a shame. Just make it to a Rock Slide, maybe do a bit of farming. Yeah, it's a plan anyway. Undercharge, and undercharge didn't work. I get taken out here and lose this one because Weather Ball, it's a pretty good move. Braviary is also very frail, and I kind of just lose out here. So yeah, this is I want to say a mixed lead because Obstagoon has dark charge moves, but yeah, Hitmonchan is not doing so hot here. Took off a good chunk of Obstagoon's health, but now I had Deal Charm, so it's gonna hope that Close Combat nails the Ninetales. Oh, I actually do. And so from here, I kind of just hope Braviary can get an Air Slash before Charm, but I think I underestimated just how fast Charm can be sometimes. And you would assume this would be a good matchup because Braviary resists a lot of AWACS moves, and it kind of is for the most part, yeah. Just gonna hope I get a Rock Slide through because it's much better for Braviary to be fighting AWAC than Raichu, so I just bet it's going to be either a Bone Club or a Shadow Bone, and yeah, I just shrug it off because Braviary is awesome. And so I go for a second Rock Slide here because yeah, it's Rock Slide, don't need to explain that. But I get baited again, and I shield this because I just assume that it's gonna be Night Slash, and it is, so I was right with that. And here comes a Airwhack again. I'm gonna try to see. I thought I was gonna go for 2 wild charges there, but I think I realized I couldn't make it. So here comes Braviary coming back in, and I think I lose this one as well. Yeah, I think I could have really done. So I start off with good lead here. I switch into G-Fisk, so I switch into Hitmonchan. Very positive, keeping the switch advantage. I'm gonna let it go through because it's not enough mud shots to be an Earthquake. So I know it's a Rock Slide. Failed bait, I suppose. Just try to get as many charge moves as I can with counter. And yeah. Another Rock Slide. Just gonna let it go through. Ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-doom. Yeah, I decide to go for an Ice Punch here and then hit whatever comes next with close combat. Not much they can do about it. And yeah, Skarmory. Skarmory takes pretty good neutral damage here. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's like 70% or so. Yeah. It's gonna farm down with H2 now. I think H2 could potentially take a Sky Attack, but no, it's good to be sure about those kinds of things, and I'm really not. So yeah, I just took down. Ooh. Yeah, that was pretty lucky. Yeah, I just got thrown into a new game. Pretty good matchup so far. Maintaining that good switch lead, I suppose. I think Braviary is probably a pretty good matchup here against Machamp. May as well use him now. Hope to reach a couple charge moves. What do? I farm down Machamp, only to spend one shield. I probably... Oh, wait, no, I think Braviary can probably just muscle through this one too. Yeah, I try to get a shield that Rock Slide. They are definitely going to go for an Icy Wind there, no doubt about it. So, oh, that worked. Yeah, I suppose Braviary should shield there so that I can fire off a Brave Bird against whatever comes out next. It's gonna hurt even with the Icy Wind. Actually, it's probably best. That is good that I got to switch out there, because now the Icy Wind won't debuff the Brave Bird, so you can hit like a truck on whatever comes out next. Yeah, time to see if H2 can survive a Sky Attack. It very easily can, so time to fire off 2 wild charges in a row. Probably going to shield at least one, I would say. I can't really farm down. Kind of lagging here. You know, whenever it lags like that normally, everyone gets a couple fast moves in, so I was kind of nervous there that I would lose, but luckily it didn't happen, and now I can just rock throw on the Skarm and knock it out. I did forget to mention also, I swapped out close combat for Brave Bird because I felt like I was limiting my coverage options there, because 2 close combat users meant that I would get walled against a Psychic type. So, actually, speaking of Psychic types, here comes Hypno. Pretty good matchup, I believe. I think Raichu can take one Elemental Punch, maybe. Because he resists Confusion. Yeah, he's taking that pretty well. I'm gonna go for just simple double wild charge swap out. Very simple strategy. And yeah, not a whole lot to say. I did get one more charge move off there, so I have an extra charge move and I have the advantage with shields. Yeah, I think I was expecting he might shield it. I think maybe I should have gone for Psychic, because it probably would have done more damage. Because I could only reach one anyway. So here comes Hitmonchan. He's coming out, throwing his punches, being like, good, doing his thing. It's probably Rock Slide again. Yeah, it's Rock Slide again. We're so bad at baiting. Now comes a Venusaur. Braviary's coming. I don't have a lot to say of these kinds of games, I think you guys can tell. They're pretty simple. Just rapidly switching back and forth between what's good and what's not good. I'm just going to go for a farm down here because I don't want to be in a shield disadvantage. I mean, I already am, but you know, I don't want to be in a big shield disadvantage. So we tank that, and I'm just going to throw the Brave Bird at the Stunfisk and swap Hitmonchan back in. Yeah. And then go for an Ice Punch. Yeah, Earthquake. I don't have anything to lose by going Earthquake there, so that was a good call. I didn't even need to use a charge move anyway. Yeah, what comes out next? I forget. I'm serious. I think it's something weak to Ice Punch. Yeah, it's Venusaur. And yeah, just throwing out these Ice Punches here. And I win. I got the win condition. That's what it means, I think. So yeah, a bad lead to start off with, of course. I suppose I'm just going to go for Wild Charge here. I don't really know what else to do. If the AWAC is running Hex, Braviary is a pretty safe swap-in. I'm just going to go double Wild Charge. I'm kind of out of options here. But yeah, Wild Charge stings pretty much anything that doesn't resist it, so that's always an upside. And yeah, there goes, it's all its health. I don't know what else to do right now. Yeah, there goes Whimsicott. Yeah, I figure it's probably going to shield that, so I'm just going to attempt to farm down with Braviary, but they swap to Scrafty, which isn't good because Scrafty is so bulky, it kind of completely outdoes the type advantage going on here. That's just PvP stats for you. So I'm going to try to go for a Brave Bird here and hope that Brave Bird lands, because Rock Slide's kind of pointless to use. It does not land, but Hitmonchan gets the chance to attack now. It's probably going to be either Power Punch or Foul Play, neither of which I'm really afraid of. And they go for Power Punch, which is fine. Yeah, Whimsicott comes in, and I get the chance to land an Ice Punch, which is great news. Nails that sucker. My laptop's here now, I hope it's not. You guys can't hear it, you probably can. So there comes Achu going for Psychic. And that should knock it out. Yeah. And then Braviary comes in, and yeah. So that was a rough game, but I think this one will probably fare better. Braviary comes in and probably just going to tank the Weather Ball here, or at the very least not die to it immediately. So yeah, that does kind of sting, but got a pretty good type advantage now, and they're sending in Mandibuzz. So I'm going to just throw out some Rock Slides. Hope they hit at least one of them. That would definitely help out a lot, because Snarl's so stupidly weak. But that's what keeps Mandibuzz balanced. So as soon as possible, I'm going to try to swap back into Achu here. Have Achu do its thing. Throw out some Volt Switches. There we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Maybe swap to Hitmonchan again, just to soak up some Snarls and break through with counters. Yeah, obviously we're going to need to shield that counter. I'm just going to farm down with Hitmonchan here. Yeah, that lag usually causes everyone to get some fast moves. I was hoping I would benefit a little bit from that and get some free counters in on Mandibuzz and knock it out, but that didn't happen. So instead I'm going to have to deal with this Machamp. It might get to it's charging first. It does. It does. That's bad, but maybe I can benefit from this in some way. Get to my own charge move and then swap to Achu and finish it off. Yeah, they swap back into Mandibuzz, clearly trying to catch a charge move but failing. And yeah, here comes Machamp. So yeah, double wild charge. There's really nothing you can do about that. So that's pretty much my entire team, guys. Thanks for watching my video. So overall, I think that triple debuff can work, but yeah, it's also very, very, very difficult to use. Not a whole lot you can do in certain situations, and if you have one Pokemon left, you can't really swap out to clear your debuffs, so you have to be very careful with having multiple Pokemon. Wait, is this still going?